Ladies and gentlemen, ladies.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Green 18. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Green 18. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Green 18.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Strip the ball. Check 1. Check 59. Hey, high 7.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Zoom. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
To throw again, Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
No. 58. 52 right here. 52. Watch the 26.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing coordination, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Eckler brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready, set. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, Haywood. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set, ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Get it.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
X3, 218, chopper. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, exit. Yo, shoot.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on, fight.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That 2nd down play nets a -4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Yep. I got one. Hey, Charlie. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Ready?
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
88.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Pick up the ball. Number 50. Right now, you got 58.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Inside. Mike's 42. Mike 42. Mike left.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, D. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a toss play to Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
18 Gator. Hey!
Right there. 54. Right
Hey, Zoo.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Lindsey, and down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's make these babies run.
They'll run here with Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They're going to go play action now with Stick. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey.
54's Mike.
Shine.
Off play action, it's Stick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
5.
54. Mike's 5-4, Mike.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check nine. Topper! Snap!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 85 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
26. Run.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down as as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Ready. 18 Gator.
54. Mike, 54.
You can't block me.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hit it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, pick 26.
59. Mike, 59. Watch the run.
50. Hey, Echo.
Check, 59.
Here, Mike.
Come on, boy.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fant. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Rodgers now 9 of 17 through the air. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
258.
Get him. Show it up. Tighten up.
On first down. Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, orbit.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to go up, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Stick back to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He completes this to Sutton, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Back now in Miami. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Plant. 630. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They're going with Lindsey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Down. 90, Wolf.
Check, check. Watch the defense.
Now.
Go. Go.
Smooth.
Right there.
5.
Right there.
On second down, it's Stick. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A gain there of 21 yards.
Protein spell. Ready.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. And juice off. Yeah, yeah. Hey, high 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Check Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
36, 36.
Hey, lock it.
On 4th down, here's Stick. Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, and that will force a turnover on downs.
58.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers is going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check, 59. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
In your face.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but now it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
4 down. Alert. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Hey, come on,
35's the Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete to Grant. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rolling to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ready? A shotgun throw for Stick. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks. 319. Pick me up. Here we go. Check. 399.
On 1st down, Lindsey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man up. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man.